The other day, I ran into Sam Heughan's interview and I read it with a huge grin on my face until I saw the part where he opens up about the sex scenes in Outlander. If you watched all 7 seasons, you already know that the show was never shy when it comes to intimacy. Moreover, the show wasn't shy about depicting rape at all. There were lots of brutal scenes that were challenging to watch, especially in the beginning. I remember the days I watched Outlander for the first time, and I remember struggling to keep watching it because of all the essay scenes. It was really traumatic for me as an audience, and I can't imagine how it was for the actors who took part in those scenes. So let's see what he said about his experience, shall we? He says that the industry has completely changed in recent years, and he believes Outlander and other shows like Game of Thrones were really graphic. He is actually shocked how these shows didn't leave room for imagination and instead they all went with full depictions. Thankfully, Sam and Katrina formed a bond and they trusted each other, so they weren't that uncomfortable while shooting intimate scenes together. But he also says that they were pushed too far as young and keen actors. The thing that disappointed him was the scene where Black Jack raped Jamie. He says that the scene was beyond what he was comfortable with, and moreover, the creative team betrayed his trust. They wanted to show the audience more explicit scenes than what we watched on screen, but Sam Heughan tried to make it clear that it wasn't necessary at all. He was contractually required to film nude scenes, and he was well aware of that. But I think he thought there would be limits and certain rules. Thankfully, he managed to convince them to show Jamie naked after the incident, and the intense, explicit shots weren't shown to the audience. He says, and I quote, "This wasn't a moment where I felt that being naked would add to the horror of what Jamie undergoes in that castle dungeon as a form of punishment, subjugation, and humiliation. We don't need to see the horror to imagine what the characters go through. Imagination is way more powerful." And I totally agree with him. I think that scene was traumatic, and I remember skipping a few minutes because I really felt like I'm watching a real person being raped, and it felt awful. Now, I can't imagine how it would be if they showed the explicit scenes. Fortunately, time has changed, and such scenes are handled differently now. I believe an intimacy coordinator is a must for such shows, and since Sam Heughan and Katrina Balfe are the executive producers, they immediately asked for one. According to him, now everyone knows better about the boundaries, and it's been helpful and freeing. He also says that he doesn't want younger actors to go through what they've gone through. As you may know, he has a new show on Channel 4 and it will be released soon. His upcoming show, The Couple Next Door, will definitely have intimate scenes since it focuses on 2 couples that get closer to each other on a fateful night. If you want to know more about this show, you should watch my videos about it. Anyways, the thing that grabbed my attention is that the show hired the same intimacy coordinator Sam Heughan worked with in Outlander. So it seems like the actors were really comfortable with each other while shooting those scenes, and I'm glad to watch this show with this knowledge. That's all for today. What do you think about his experience? Do you agree with his way of thinking? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and check my Outlander videos. You can also subscribe to show your support. It means a lot to me. Thanks for watching. See you soon.